Probationer training, a quick introduction to the websites that I have alerted you to on this slide. Books for All is a site whereby you can download a book for a pupil who is deemed to be print disabled. Print disabled means they cannot access the physical book, perhaps due to a variety of issues. They may be visually impaired, they may be dyslexic, autistic and reluctant to touch paper, or have a physical difficulty, for example. I'm in the site and I have logged on with Glow. In the search database section, I'm going to search for a novel, and I have a variety of downloads available to me. The PDFs here are available in a variety of font sizes and font styles. For the print disabled pupil, you can now download that PDF to their device, and the print disabled pupil could use that as opposed to the paper-based book. It's not just novels, there are also textbooks, for example TJ Maths. Scottish Heinemann Maths is also there. So it can be used at all levels for any pupil that is deemed print disabled. Please beware that it is in breach of copyright if you download this book in order to just print out selected pages, or if you download this book and use on your interactive whiteboard so the whole school, the whole pupils in the class could see what's on that particular book. It is for print disabled pupils only. If I alert you to our Glow page, Aspects have made up a Glow page which you can add to your Launchpad. And within that particular page, there is a variety of advice, and various things will be signposted to inform your practice. The digital curriculum includes, for example, digital papers. Meeting the needs of your learners, there's a section on literacy, numeracy, and within those sections you'll be directed to websites and apps that may be useful for your learner. Training CLPL section, videos here on how to use software, which is at the chalk face. So a useful port of call for you to visit. I would recommend that you add the Aspects Glow page to your Launchpad. In all primary schools at this moment in time, there is the Too Simple suite, and this particular website will show you how to use that software. If you have a reluctant writer, for example, To Create a Story is a useful piece of software that will encourage them to make use of a computer and present their work in a different way. Some free sites. Starfall, free website for pupils who are on a literacy journey. doorwayonline.org.uk is a site that has been created by a person with an SFL background, and it tackles a variety of topics which pupils may struggle with. So literacy, numeracy, time and money, typing tutors. There's even a single-handed typing tutor, perhaps for a pupil that has a physical difficulty, or for someone who just prefers to use their right or left hand when they're finding their way around the keyboard. A useful site. NESE. Aspects have provided schools with 5 NESE licenses. NESE is a literacy package which takes pupils on a journey through various islands and is very engaging to help them to master their phonics. Check in your school, find out if you have any NESE logons for pupils. Oxford Owl, a free website to join. All that's required is a username and a password, and there are some free resources available. Of particular note, there are some teaching resources, some ebooks. So if I go into ebooks, you'll find that there's a library of electronic books available free. So if I go into these ebooks, just to give you a flavour of the sorts of things that there are, a few of the Oxford Reading Tree books. But if you go right to the end, you'll see that it covers a variety of levels. So a useful resource for pupils who wish to see some text in an electronic book format. Planet Sherstown, a fun site which again is free to join. You'll see here that if you are a Scottish school, then phoning a number will access this particular site. There is a paid-for version, which obviously has more bells and whistles on it, but Planet Sherstown gives a lot of useful games for learning for your pupil. Teach Your Monster to Read. We're very impressed with this particular website. It is available in an app. The app was free in September 2016, but is now a paid-for app. However, the website will give you just as much use. There are 3 separate levels. So if I go to the Change Game section, and you'll see that there are 3 separate levels. First Steps, which deal with initial phonics, fun with words, and champion reader. And this one is quite engaging for the pupils who are on their reading journey. Study Ladder, another site free to join, which has various activities around various topics. Call Scotland is an organisation based in Edinburgh, and they have a wealth of information that you will find useful. I've just gone to their website and I'm in the information section, and you'll see that there is a variety of information there on additional support needs. They are the ones who made Books for All happen. See again digital exams, which is pertinent obviously for those of you in secondary. They host a variety of training courses, many of them down in Edinburgh, which is not necessarily convenient to get to, but some of them are web-based. So there are a variety of webinars that you can also join for free, and they usually happen at about 4 o'clock. So it is convenient for most teachers to join those. And if I also draw your attention to the download section, they've spent a lot of work making posters and infographics on a variety of topics. So if I go into the posters and leaflets section, you'll see, for example, there are wheels of apps. So there are wheels of apps to meet literacy needs. Addressing reading difficulties, information on iPads, communication needs, learners with dyslexia, supporting with writing difficulties, and a wealth of information about the iPad, using the iPad to support dyslexia, physical difficulties, visual difficulties, and what's new with the iOS 10 upgrade. Finally, Education Scotland. I've gone into the Inclusion and Equality section within this page, and you'll see again a variety of additional support information. If I go into dyslexia, for example, you may be aware of something called the Dyslexia Toolkit, which is a free online resource, again with a wealth of information on that particular topic. But if I could draw your attention with a particular slant on using IT, if I go into using the toolkit and CLPL activities, there is actually a document called Accessible Text Guidelines for Good Practice. And this document will give you hints and tips as to how to make worksheets user-friendly for pupils with dyslexic difficulties. And obviously, if you have dyslexic difficulties and you make the changes necessary for a pupil with dyslexic difficulties, then anything that you change in your worksheets will be beneficial for all pupils in your class. So it tells you about the different fonts, how to present the words in a fashion that is easily accessible for pupils with dyslexic difficulties. Not to miss out iPads, there are a few apps that are staples. So Mod Maths has been something that has been recommended to us by Call Scotland. It's a free app that you may wish to download onto your iPads. Poplet is available in a free version. That's a mind mapping app which allows people to obviously map their thoughts before they come to writing. Likewise, Inspiration is a mind mapping app. Claro PDF, you can actually download a book for all onto an iPad, but remember, if it is a shared device, then you need to be very, very careful, because books for all are for pupils with print disabilities, and if that shared device is going to be seen by many pupils, then you may be in breach of copyright. However, any PDF can be read by Claro PDF, and there is a light version which is free. And Claro Speak is a reading and writing app, and it has a high quality text-to-speech engine, something else that has been recommended by the Call Scotland team. So hopefully you'll find these particular apps and websites useful and free, costs nothing, certainly worth having a delve.